Hello everyone. Today's we are going to discuss a new topic that is diuretics. Actually, before going to be discussion about the diuretics, we should know about the introductory part of urinary system. Actually, the kidney do the major part or major work of the urinary system. The structural and functional units of kidneys are nephron. The clinical importance of urinary system includes hypertension, heart failure, renal failure, nephritis syndrome, and cirrhosis. The hemodynamic of renal system has a capability to alter the aforesaid pathological condition. So, some functions of the renal system is the functions of renal system are as regulation of blood ionic compounds such as potassium, calcium, chlorine, phosphate ions, and sodium. Regulation of blood pH. Next, regulation of blood volume, regulation of blood pressure, maintain of blood osmolarity, regulation of blood glucose level, and excretion of metabolites, waste product, and foreign substances. Actually, renal hemodynamics is altered by diuretics in clinical medicines. So, the therapeutic application of diuretics are mainly concerned with hypertension and heart failure. Okay, the normal renal physiological process include glomerular filtration and tubular reabsorption. Now, come to the point. What is the diuretics? Actually, diuretics are the drugs which increases the flow of urine. Diuretics are the drugs that promote excretion of sodium and water in the urine. Next point, these drugs are mainly used for the relief of edema and also they are useful for the elimination of the toxic products through urine. Actually, the diuretics drugs primarily act by inhibiting tubular reabsorption. Just 1% decreases in tubular reabsorption would produce more than double urine outputs. Okay. Actually, diuretic increases the rate of urine flow and sodium excretion and are used to adjust the volume or composition of body fluids in a variety of clinical situations, including hypertension, heart failure, renal failure, nephritis syndromes, and cirrhosis. And the normal fluid filtration in human body is 180 liter and about 1.5 liter of urine is formed in 24 hours. Okay. The action depend upon the drug by acting on various symptoms and antipode present in nephron. Okay. All the transports depend on the vasolateral membrane portate, especially in tubular reabsorption, which is divided into 4 sites, which are number 1 is proximal tubule, next one is ascending lymph of loop of Henle, next one is cortical diluting segment of loop of Henle, next one is distal tubule and collective ducts. These are the some important sites of action. Next one is the classification of the drugs. Actually, drugs acting at PCT, number 1 is carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. These are the weak diuretics. Some drug example are acetazolamide, methazolamide, dichlorphenamide. Number 2 class is drug acting at thick ascending lymph of loop of Henle, loop of diuretics or these drugs are highly efficacy. Loop diuretics, we could say about these drugs is loop diuretics. Some drug examples are furosemide, bumetanide, ethacryonic acid, etc. Next drug examples are drugs acting at early distal tubules. Number 1 is thiazide. These are the sodium and chlorine synthetase inhibition. Drug examples are chlorothiazide, hydrochlorothiazide, hydrofunomethazide and cyclothiazide, etc. Next class or category of the diuretics drugs are drug acting on late listal tubule and collecting ducts. Number one is these drugs are divided into two parts, that is aldosterone antagonist and direct inhibitors of renal epithelial sodium channels. Aldosterone antagonist, we could say that potassium sparing diuretics. The drug examples are spironolactone, and the sodium channel direct inhibitors are example is triamiterone and amiloride. Next drug is drug acting on the entire nephron. Main site of action is loop of Henle. The drug example is mannitol. Thank you. Hope you understand about the diuretics and their classification. Thank you.